welcome to NextBeat, where we give you quick breakdowns of things you might have missed in the last week in gaming, film and TV, music, and the arts. Let's dive in.
I'm Evan, and welcome to NextBeat episode 13 on MindMine. Could Activision Blizzard be giving the cold shoulder to Nvidia? After a little over a week since Nvidia launched GeForce Now, their cloud gaming platform, it's been announced that all Activision Blizzard games will be pulled from the service. Now, there are 2 points to make about how weird this news is. The first is that games like Overwatch have been available on the service through its multi-year beta. The second point is that there's been no explanation provided as to why Activision Blizzard has decided to pull their games in the first place. Why have your games on a service since beta, only to pull them just after release? After Nvidia announced Activision Blizzard's request, Nvidia did state, while unfortunate, we hope to work together with Activision Blizzard to re-enable these games and more in the future. Netflix has been investing a lot into film and series adaptations to our favorite video games, novels, and anime. Netflix has seen a huge success from just the Witcher series alone. And now, thanks to a recent online leak, we have information on yet another adaptation coming our way that may go viral. Then again, that would make sense as it is a series adaptation to Resident Evil. It seems that the synopsis for the live-action series was accidentally uploaded to the Netflix Media Center and shortly after began to spread like a good T-virus would. The synopsis states, the town of Clearfield, Maryland has long stood in the shadow of 3 seemingly unrelated behemoths: the Umbrella Corporation, the decommissioned Greenwood Asylum, and Washington, D.C. Today, 26 years after the discovery of the T-virus, secrets held by the 3 will start to be revealed at the first signs of outbreak. There is currently no word on its arrival to Netflix, but hopefully we hear something soon. It's time to get your Ouija boards out, as the next big music beef is here. And it's between Lil Wayne versus Elvis. Oh yeah, 2 names that I certainly never thought I'd put together, but here we are. Welcome to 2020. On Tuesday, February 11th, Billboard announced that Lil Wayne now has more top 40 hits than Elvis Presley. Lil Wayne has 4 songs just off of his recently released album entitled Funeral that debuted on the Billboard Hot 100 chart this week. This puts Lil Wayne in second place, with the top spot being held by a former Young Money artist by the name of Drake, who has 100 hits to grace the top 40. Now, as a side note, I have an uncle who has an Elvis room. It's literally a room covered in Elvis memorabilia. Can you imagine years into the future where a person goes, as a side note, I have an uncle who has a Lil Wayne room? When the box office gives your film the bird, what do? Evidently, update your name. Birds of Prey opened recently to a low $33.2 million at the US box office. Now, most of us would look at $33.2 million as a nice chunk of change. But for the DC Extended Universe, this movie holds the lowest box office numbers. Though the film is not officially changing their name, movie theater chains across the US have chosen to change the title they display on websites and promotional materials. The title of the film has been found as Harley Quinn, Birds of Prey. Some ticket purchasing websites are also making some changes on the back end to make it so if someone searches for Harley Quinn, they'll be pulled to the Birds of Prey information. Now, if you think the lack of tickets sold makes for a poor movie, always keep in mind that quantity isn't a good indication of quality. So far, Birds of Prey has fared well with critics and holds an 80% freshness rating on Rotten Tomatoes. Thanks for joining us for episode 13 of NextBeat. Like what you've seen or heard? Make sure to subscribe and click the notification icon to be updated whenever a new episode gets released here at MindMine.